Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian, welcoming you to a new series, This War of Mine, a game by 11-Bit Studios, which talks about the way that people survive during a war. For those of you expecting Imperator Rome, if you didn't catch Monday's video, last Monday's video, I should say, based on when this video is going to be going up. Imperator Rome is on hiatus until the new patch releases, and we can start playing with two consoles. So this game is going to slide in for the time being, and then we'll get its own slot when Imperator Rome gets back up and running. This War of Mine sits at the other end of the spectrum from Imperator Rome. Imperator Rome looks at war on a grand scale as the expansion of countries, conquest, glory, victory. This War of Mine is very much on the micro level. It's about survival, where you take a group of people and try to survive a war that is very loosely based on the wars in Yugoslavia when the country fell apart in the late 1990s. Mid to late 1990s, I should say. And it's challenging, it's an entertaining game, but I shouldn't say it's fun, because some of the material's pretty heavy. But we're going to give it a try. So there are different people that you can unlock during the game. I have the Little Ones DLC, so you can have kids if you want them. We're going to start with the basic group, and then maybe we'll try some of the other ones later on. Katja, Bruno, and Pavle. Yeah, very much a not safe for work game, by the way. Fuck the war. Indeed. When the Civil War broke out, many people thought it would only last a couple of weeks. It's been years since government military surrounded the rebels in the capital, cutting off all supply lines. The civilian population trapped in the city are suffering from hunger, disease, and shelling. Katja met both Pavle, this is Katja, this is Pavle, this is Bruno, before the war. She used to be a reporter, while Bruno had his own television cooking show. Pavle was the star of the local football team. Katja even interviewed him once. Now, they meet in dramatically different circumstances, looking for food and shelter. Okay, a quick explanation of the mechanics of the game and how it works. Every day in the game is divided into two parts, the daytime and the nighttime. During the daytime, which one runs from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., you do the things that you need to do to survive. You build, you craft, you make food, you get water. All the things you need to do in order to survive through the game. At night, you scavenge. And the supplies you find help you make upgrades to your shelter, become more efficient, and things of that nature. There are periodic raids where people will come to your house while you're out, so someone has to stay behind and guard, preferably with a weapon. And then later on in the game, other events and things will change. It'll get colder. You'll need to deal with temperature. There's a lot of factors in just keeping people alive. Your goal in the game is to reach a certain predetermined number of days. Which is, I believe, a minimum of 100, but can be longer. The longest I've ever survived in this game is about 70 days. So it's pretty challenging, to be sure. Especially if you try to play at least a reasonably good person. the more of an asshole you're willing to be in the game, the more successful you'll be. But, well, we'll get into that later on. So for your viewing enjoyment, each episode will be divided into, I think we'll do 5 days, maybe 4. So I do plan this to be a relatively long series, but I don't think it'll feel that way, if that makes any sense. Each day takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and everything's in real time. Well, not real time. You can pause the game like I'm doing now, but you can't see anything or do anything. But yeah. So, let's meet the group. We have Katja. I grew up in the city, but went abroad to study and started working as a reporter. I'd been away for years. When the troubles escalated into a war, I was picked to write reports on it. I'd have volunteered anyway. I was so anxious to check on my parents. But it was too late. I found my house in ruins. My family had disappeared. I've been looking for them ever since. Every character in the game has some benefit, and some have what we might call a drawback. She's a really good bargainer, so when it comes to trade, we're going to want to make sure that she's the one doing it. The downside is that she's a coffee drinker, and so she'll always be a little bit unhappy unless she gets coffee. Then we've got Bruno. Before the war, I used to own a restaurant. I even had my own TV show, Bruno's Cuisine. I'm sure you've seen it. I visited beautiful places where I was filmed cooking exquisite dishes. All that seems of no importance now, don't you think? Nowadays, you're lucky if you get your hands on some canned meat or a bag of rice. And who knows how long this war is going to last. He's a good cook. What that means in game terms is he produces food more efficiently than just about anyone else. But he's a smoker, and he's going to be one that's going to want tobacco. And finally, we have Pavle, our fast runner. Before this whole mess began, I lived with my wife and son in the better part of the city. I haven't seen them in a long time. I hope they're okay. I'm not doing so well, as you can see. Who needs football players during war? Nobody cares about sports when every day can be their last. So I scavenged the ruins like everyone else, hoping for the best. And with that, let's get started. So one of the first things I'd like to do, if we have the resources, which we don't. So actually the first thing we're going to do is you're going to run down here. You're going to run over here. Okay, we've got some materials. So the first thing we want to get is a metal workshop. If we have the materials, what do we need? We have enough. Get going. That's going to be downstairs. You can come up here. Pavle, that's just a chair. Run up here if you would. We find some more herbs. We have parts, sugar, and electric parts. All very useful things we can use to make better stuff. Is this locked? It is not. We get a lockpick. Very handy. And we get more parts. Okay. Run over here, Katja. Because we're going to want to make a rainwater collector. I do want a bed, too. Let's make the bed first, actually. Some more goodies. Okay, you make us a crowbar. A crowbar is a way to get into a locked place without wasting a lockpick, which do take some time to make. Okay, nothing in there. Start digging, Pav. Oh, the door is locked, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Pavle, go and use the crowbar. Okay, we're in. Ordinarily, I'd like to get a shovel to try to dig this up, but for now, I'll just let him do it by himself. Okay. More parts. Oh, we're gonna want a stove. That actually has to come next, I feel. Normally, I'd be willing to wait. But no, I think we've got to make sure we've got the stove for when we do find stuff to make food. And of course, you put the stove in the kitchen. You don't have to, it just feels right. Okay, you start digging. We don't have the little house outside. That's new. I think I've actually got one more floor, one more level than I'm used to. Because it used to be in the passage you could go out this way and there'd be some cool stuff, but I guess we don't have that in this playthrough. That's fine. Do we have enough left for the rain collector? We do not. I was a bit concerned about that, but maybe we'll get lucky, and one of you jerks will get something helpful. Okay, Pav, get that door ripped open. And then go ahead and carve that chest open. See, crowbars will break over time, but since we don't care who hears us here, this is a useful task. We got food, which is pretty great. Katja, crack her open. Now, one of the hard lessons you have to learn in this game. Don't feed people unless they're really hungry. And that sounds terrible, but it's a fact of life in this game. If you decide to feed everyone the moment they get a tiny bit hungry, you will starve. I thought I have enough for the rainwater collector, do I? I do not. How much water do we have now? Okay, we've got enough to make some food. Well, let's make sure you remove that door so we can get to the medicine cabinet quickly if we need to. The configuration of your house that you find is always going to be slightly different every time you play. So don't be alarmed if you're playing the game and your experience is different. It should be. Oh, we're going to burn some wood. Okay, so there's two ways we can make food. We can either use raw meat and water to make, like, soup. If you get vegetables and add a little more fuel, it actually makes two food. But we don't have vegetables yet, so we're just going to go ahead and make one. And then when people do start getting hungry, they can eat. I'm gonna send Bruno to bed early because he's sick. Alright, Pav, let's crack this open. Is that enough to make the rainwater? I genuinely don't know, but let's give it the old college try. Like, loose parts are fairly easy to make. Or find, rather. Nope, we are short on materials. Go ahead and start digging. So we've got 3 places we can go. We can go to the quiet house, which has foods, meds, and parts, but someone has to steal. St. Mary's Church. There's some stuff here, but there's also a bit of caution. Or we can go to the gas station. There's no danger, lots of materials, and a fair bit of food. We're going to send Pav, our fast runner. He's also got 12 in his backpack as opposed to 10 for Bruno. Katja, you're going to keep watch. And you'll get to sleep during the day. Okay. I'm going to bring one of our lockpicks, just in case. Because you never know what might be here. We definitely want a low pressure place to start scrounging the first time around. Excellent. We have to get back by, I think, midnight. Okay, I'm just grabbing everything right now. It'd be great if we have a shovel, but we don't. Okay, so this right here is iron bars. You need a saw blade to get through that. We don't have that yet. I could really use a shovel. He's not wrong. This is a really good draw for one of the first places to show up in the game. Because it's safe, no one can hurt you, you're not stealing, so people don't get bummed out. How are you doing so far? Pretty good. We got some coffee. We got some fertilizer that we can use for vegetables and stuff later on. We really just want as many materials as we can carry. Because we can always come back. Come on, you lazy bastard. Maybe it can last until 2. I don't remember. And I think it is somewhat dependent on where you're looking on the map. And we're out. Let's go in here. Okay. We'll take the fertilizer, because it'll stack. We'll take the electric parts, because they'll stack. And we'll take these, because they'll stack. I'm not going to bother with the cigarettes. It'll make Bruno mad, but we need to make sure we can survive. And then he can smoke his face off if he wants to. A bit more. We'll come back for sugar. You can use sugar to make moonshine. And moonshine is very handy indeed. There was a note under the table, not actually hidden, but it could be easily missed. From the style of handwriting, you can tell it was written by a woman, in a hurry. Milos, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I could not wait any longer. I hid some jewelry inside the books. Look for them in the basement, inside carton boxes, behind the barred door. Use it. Stay alive. Please. God bless you. I'm sorry. So, if we want to be an asshole, we know there are things here that we can steal. The place is abandoned. Herbal medicine is not a bad thing to have, but again, not a priority. Okay, these are probably rats, so that's not anything we really need to worry about. You'll notice they're not moving. That's another further sign that they aren't really a threat to us. Hi, critters. Wood would be very welcome as well. Oh, we'll come back for that. What's upstairs? Oh, hello. You are the mother lode. Oh, there's a body there. This poor man had been caught by the shelling. What was he doing here? Probably looking for the damn stuff that his girlfriend or wife or whatever left behind. Plenty of wood. I'm just clearing the place out right now so that when we come back tomorrow, we don't have to waste time. We can grab what we want and then bug out. Also, the longer you wait, the more danger you might be in. That's also something that's worth considering when you get back. Okay. I'm going to drop the book, take the electric part, and then take another bundle of materials. And I think this is good enough to get us home. For now. Oh, he ran off to the left. Okay, neat. And we've survived our first day. Okay, no one came and raided us. We got a bunch of stuff. He is hungry and tired, so we're gonna let him go to bed. Bruno, let's get some rainwater made. We need a collector. Important note, you can't really have too many rainwater collectors. In all honesty, you really can't. Because you can use rainwater both for food and for moonshine. And you'll need both of those to make it through your time in this war of mine. I think the only other stuff we have left to loot... Oh, there's some up here, too. Okay. Oh, we didn't make a rainwater filter, did we? So, yeah. Oh, no, Katja. No. You stay down there. Yeah. We need a rainwater filter. And then 5 hours later, we get some water. So I'm going to run downstairs and grab that. Whee! We're also going to want to make a radio at some point, because you can get news on the radio. That is very helpful. But I consider it more of a... not a mid-game item. It's definitely early game. But of all the things you can get... Alright, let's get this cabinet open. That's not how crowbars work, but sure. Maybe that's why you can't get in very quickly. Make us some water. Okay, and what do we have inside here, Katja? We've got proper medicine, some more water. We got some good stuff. For sure. Okay. Last thing I want Bruno to do. Can we upgrade the bench? And if not, how close are we? Because once we've upgraded our workbench, we can start fixing the holes. And that'll reduce our weakness to raids. We're actually not far from doing this. If we collect a bunch of wood and some more materials, we can do it next time round. So I think that's what we'll have Pav focus on. Pavle. Alright. Now Bruno's gonna go to bed. And we're not gonna feed anyone till they're at very hungry. Again, not trying to be a dick. This is about us just trying to survive. How much is a moonshine still? Ah, we don't have nearly enough. We gotta collect wood and materials next time out. What do we have to give up to make the radio? Like, I don't mind doing it if we're not giving up anything we need right now. Ah, we need this. We'll get the radio, I think, not tomorrow, but the next day. Have a seat in our lovely chair. We could use the medicine, by the way, to basically make Bruno better right now, but it's not worth it. Medicine's hard to find, and it's expensive to make. I can tell you in all sincerity. Yeah. We got some more raw food, and we got some gems, which we can trade. So tomorrow, someone can eat the food that we have, and then Bruno can make us some more. I think that's everything, right? I think we've cleaned our little house out here. So yeah. That's life. At some point, we're going to want a second bed. You never really need more than 2. Oh, you can just click end day. We're going to wait till about 5, because sometimes traders will come, or you'll get special events that you can respond to. But yeah, if it's past 5 and we don't have anyone, I'm just going to click end day. Oh, we also have the airport and the supermarket. The supermarket is dangerous, but has tons of food and stuff. And the airport's pretty dangerous, too, because of the army. Katja, you go on guard. Bruno, you sleep. Pav, let's get scavenging. Take the lockpick. And then off you go. Because there's still a ton of really great stuff in here that we had to leave last time, right? We want wood and we want materials. I don't remember if we looked up here last time or not. There could be some really good stuff over here. Yes, there is some good stuff, but I'm not going to get the electric part right now. Oh, yes. take one more full stack of wood and then a full stack of materials. There's a refrigerator down here, which means it's probably food. Oh, sweet. Oh, we gotta take it. I will leave my lockpick here for a whole bunch of food. Yeah, we're coming back one more night. But you can leave now. And we haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. We're gonna have to get a saw blade for that. I just ran right past someone. He said he was looking for a friend of his. That's a little disturbing. Okay, it's our third day. Another calm night. Alright. Katja. Head downstairs and upgrade that. Oh, yeah, no, because we're upgrading, so I have to wait till that's done before I could make anything else. Yes, I know you could. Get up, Bruno. It's Pab's chance to use the bed. I know, mate, but we're waiting until very hungry is what's happening. Okay. So this opens up a few other things that we can make. We can make a trap for animals, so we can get meat. We can get an herbal garden, so we can make vegetables once we've improved it. Make a moonshine, so we can board up some areas so that we're in less danger. We definitely want to do this. Can we upgrade downstairs too so we can start making saw blades? I don't think we can. No, that's quite a bit. Make a knife. I want to make sure that we at least have a knife on the person who's staying behind to guard the place. Okay. And then I think we're going to save up to try to get either a trap or start growing some plants. Although moonshine still, again... Oh, make another filter. So we can get more water collected. Oh, we've got someone who wants to trade. Run, Katja, run. We're not in a great position to trade, but we should still be able to get some fairly good stuff. Yes, we are going to trade. Okay. So we're going to start by trading the stuff. We're going to start by trading jewels. Canned food is amazing. But we're going to pass, because that's not nearly as helpful to us as just the basics. Like, I can get a lot of materials. Can I get some wood? Okay. That's good. I'm not really going to give away medicine. That would be kind of stupid. Can I give you some herbs in exchange for a whole crap ton of wood and 2 rain filters? Oh, hang on. This is worth it. Done. And then we can tell him to leave. Thank you. Be safe. Now, there's a couple things we could do. The herbal workshop lets me make bandages, meds, and cigarettes. I want this garden. You know what, though? This would be very helpful, too. Let's do it. Sorry, Katja. I'm sure you could. You can sleep later. Yeah, I want to get the garden or the still made tomorrow. Those will both be important things that we need. I'd also like to upgrade the stove so that it's more efficient and we don't use as much fuel. Alright, Katja. You get down there. Pav, you get upstairs. Actually, no. Can we repair another thing? We could. Oh yeah, get up there and install one of our new rain filters. That'll get us some water. A second bed wouldn't be a terrible idea. But I kind of think of it as a luxury right now. When what we need is either a source of vegetables, which will take us time, or a still. So we can improve our trade. Or a trap, for which we just need regular parts. This would use the rest of our wood, and we need a lot of wood for the garden. We'll eventually make the rest of the repairs, but I think right now... End the day? End of the day. Okay. I'm gonna put both of you on guard, and you're gonna scavenge. And this will be your last time here. Well, until we get the saw blade. Remember, we want the wood. That's almost the most important thing here for us. Sugar will be good too, though. I do want sugar. Nah, I'm not gonna fuss about herbal medicine. All the wood. What's in the bin here? All things we need. I don't know why you don't know how to reach that place either. What's here? Is this more wood? Again, it's so hard to... I mean... This is the most exciting haul. By any stretch of the imagination. I'm gonna leave behind the sugar. Because I think there's food in the fridge, and that's more important. Yeah. There's a crap ton of water in here too, though. I'm gonna drop 2 wood so we can take the water. Because water stacks really well. Alright, off we go. Wait. Is there anything good over here? I don't think I've ever checked. Hey, that was worth it. We filled our stack. On the fresh grave lies a carefully folded little origami flower and an idea of a man named Milos. That was the one lady's boyfriend, husband. Damn. No one seems the worse for wear. Someone tried to come, but we were armed and they ran away. Because one of us had the crowbar, one of us had the knife. Okay. Pav, you have earned yourself a delicious bowl of whatever is there. Probably don't want to know. I've been around more than any of my friends and relatives. I've met famous people, readers on my reviews, interviews. Funny and incisive when I try to write down my experiences. I'm stuck. I want to find and hug my folks, not write about them. I wish I'd been seeing them more often. I wish I could help Pavle. He looks so hungry. We're helping him. We are helping him, Katja. Go to sleep. Alright, can we upgrade the stove? We can. Do it. I recognize that we were going there to make one of 2 things, and now we can't make either of them. But in the end, it's worth it. Go upstairs. What are you freaking out for, mouse pointer? Don't be weird. Yes, make water, please. No, don't just pee, if that's what you were thinking, Bruno. Please don't do that. Okay, we now have a more efficient stove. Have yourself a good sit while Bruno makes us all some food. Though we would have to use nearly as much wood for fuel. Yeah, go ahead and make 3 fuel. We really need to get vegetables, because you can turn food and a vegetable and a little extra water into a lot of food. They're up your butthole, Bruno. Quit your whining. Okay, easy. Alright, Bruno makes us some delicious food. Pav, go see what's going on. Oh, don't be some little shitty kid. Thank goodness you're here. I live nearby with my daughter. I've heard rumors of looters pillaging houses and raping women. I can lock the doors, but they could get inside through the windows. Could you help me board them up? My husband was taken by the rebels in the first year of the war and hasn't returned yet. We're all alone. Please help us. Give me a second. This is going to seem really mercenary. I can spare Katja better than I can anyone else. Which really sucks, but them's the breaks. If something... So yes, you can go help. You'll feel good about yourself. See, Bruno does. I'm not happy Katja went to spend the night at her neighbor's house, so you ever wanted to guard the shelter on the couch. Well, quit your bitching. She was trying to be a nice person. See, Pavle gets it. I'm glad we decided to help our neighbor in need. Supporting each other is important. I could build another bed. How much will that cost us? Too much. I need the extra... What do I need for a still? I need more parts. I don't think there are any left. Can I upgrade the machine bench? So we could get a saw blade. Not even close. Okay. No, that's fair. You know, I'll make a second bed. Go back to sleep. You make a second bed so that you can sleep. This really sucks, because I hate having to waste quality wood on this. But we need another bed, so that 2 people can sleep during the day on days like today. So that Bruno can stay up all night. Weirdly, cooked food never goes bad. At least I've never seen it go bad. I guess that doesn't mean it doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna have you go upstairs, install a new rain filter, and then we're gonna end the day. Alright, Mr. Grumpy Pants. Get down there. We'll try to get you at least a few hours of sleep. And then you can sleep tomorrow. Alright, you're going to guard and you're going to scavenge. Okay. We need materials. The church has materials and parts and is probably safer than the supermarket. Supermarket's under military control. I don't really have anything that I want to trade, except for maybe the lockpick. We might also want to use it just to break in some. I'm not going to take the knife so that we can leave it with Bruno, in case he needs to stab a fool. Great. Yeah, right now we're just grabbing the loose stuff, the stuff that no one cares about, like the wood. I'm gonna leave a stack open because if we can find parts, I want to grab them. Hello, priest. Now, the thing is, we don't know if this guy's unfriendly or not. He might well be. Okay, so there's someone over there, but there's a refrigerator if we needed food. Okay, let's talk to you. What do you have? Damn it, you don't have parts. So let's go ahead and grab some more wood. I guess that's something. We got what we wanted to. Katja looks like she's hurt. Oh no, she just helped them return safely. Nice. My friends are very hungry. Who's very hungry? You. Go eat food. And then you'll go right to bed after you've eaten. If they get to a certain point, they'll just start freaking out and they won't do anything else. So it's important to keep them at least off the very bits of things. We still don't have enough wood. Or parts. And I don't think I have enough to upgrade down here either. Nope. This is gonna be a slow day because there's not a lot I can accomplish. I'm sure you would, and I'd gladly listen for you to shut up. All these things are really good, and we can't have any of them. Go and have a seat, Pav. Yeah, I know, but I've only got 2 beds, so shut up. Usually around 10 o'clock is when the trader will show up, and any events generally come after that. Oh, the trader's here. Katja, we need your superior bargaining skills, and then you can go right back to sleep. I don't care right now, Katja. You can sleep the rest of the day for all I care, but I need you to make these trades. Because we need parts, and we need wood. Okay. You don't have parts, but you do have materials, and you do have wood. How much for all of your wood? Alright. I'm gonna offer you bandages. Oh, that's not gonna work. I still think we're getting hosed, but we're not getting hosed by as much. I do want your wood, though. Okay. Alright, this is fine. I think we'll tell him to leave now. Later, noob. We can make the herb garden now. And I really want to. So let's do it. And we're gonna want to upgrade this ASAP too. So that you can so that we can start making vegetables. That'll really stretch our food supply. Are there any animals left in the city? I'm so hungry I'd eat even a rat or a pigeon. Dude, you're not that hungry. Just sleep, dude. And quit your belly aching. I'll run down their path and make us another rainwater collector. Okay, we can make fertilizer from raw food. Or we can make a bunch of herbs. How much to upgrade you? Oh, I need some stuff that I can't make for a while yet. Okay. Let's make some herbs. And what maybe we'll do is maybe we'll make an herbal workshop so we can like make cigarettes and stuff like that. It's not a bad idea, actually. How much would one of those cost me at this point? Not very much. Maybe that's the trade route we go in the short term here. Okay, Katja, you get back down there. Yeah, I think that's the next step. I think we go ahead and get an herbal workshop. It's going to take us 2 days to grow any herbs, so there's not really much of a rush. Alright, let's have you end your day. Guard, sleep, scavenge. The semi-detached house. Military outpost. That's pretty dangerous. Yeah, I don't need food. I need materials. Damn. I guess we can go to the quiet house. You can at least try it. I gotta leave the knife behind, but I'll take the crowbar. Let's just steal the stuff outside if we can right now. Sure, a teddy bear. That might be worth something in trade. Oh boy, they're sitting in their chair. Of course, honey, it was long ago. We met then, remember? You were so handsome in your uniform so many years. Come on, go to bed so I can rob you. But I don't trust soldiers anymore. They bring nothing but trouble. I agree. And you shouldn't, honey. They attacked the city. I told you. So hopefully they decide to go to bed. We're not going to take their food. We don't need it. I'm just going to check the house, see if they have any parts or wood. Because, yeah, if I open the door, he's going to see me. I could just go in there and beat them all to death with a crowbar, but I just don't... I don't think I can do that. We're not that desperate. Did you leave? You can't go to two places when scavenging, which is really unfortunate, especially today, because we didn't get much. God damn it. Yeah, go ahead and leave. This was a bad night of scavenging. And here we are on day 6. We're surviving. Notice his mood. He's kind of downcast because he didn't get very much. I used to be an optimist. One of those people who'd have sworn that war wouldn't come. Wars happened far away. In third world countries, or so I thought. Even when I was listening to the news getting scarier by the day, I did not believe all that was about to happen. Katja, we need to make sure we have enough food for everyone. Pavle. Whatever. That's gonna it for this episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this game so far. Again, it's a very different look at warfare. And it's only going to get harder as it continues, so... we need to get trade goods. It's really the only way to survive. But until next time, this has been Indian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.